Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nidus Anarchy series. I'm your host Adam, CIO, co-founder of Nidus, and today I want to talk about how the solar eclipse is going to cause a massive amount of cybersecurity incidents. So this is something probably no one's thinking about, and I'm probably way off in left field on this, but I just want to kind of spitball this with you. So I was trying to think of like, how can I relate the solar eclipse to cybersecurity? And to me, those are two completely different areas of the world. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, oh wait, there's actually a possibility here. Now here's my thought process on this, right? So the solar eclipse is going to happen on the 8th, and everyone is flocking to certain areas to watch it because they want to see the complete totality and all this kind of fun stuff. Actually, my dad lives in middle of like northern Ohio, so he's going to have complete totality, and he's telling me that his city is under like they're basically saying that be prepared for no water, no food, no power, no cell phones. Like they're calling in National Guard. They're saying that like prepare for a doomsday event. And I'm like, you're crazy. It's a solar eclipse. Like the solar eclipse it's not going to mess everything up. It's not going to do anything. It's like, no, it's not that. It's the people. So there are swarms of people flocking to these total areas where the eclipse is going to be, and they're going to completely overtake the infrastructure. So what's going to happen is you got tens of thousands of people in spots where cell phone towers are normally only used to 1,000 people. We have all these people plugging everything in, and the power grid can't handle it. They're all going to go in and buy all the food locally, so they're going to consume all the food. Basically, it's going to be a traveling pack of locusts. So what's going to happen is, though, you're going to have a lot of people that are going to be susceptible to all kinds of scams at the same time. This happens a lot during major events because hackers know that people are going to be a lot more susceptible during times like this because they're traveling, they're not really paying attention too much, and there's a lot of chaos going on. So whenever there's a lot of chaos going on, that's when you can kind of slip in all this crazy stuff. So if there's going to be hundreds of thousands of people doing all kinds of crazy stuff and buying things all the time, well, if you want to hide something, some type of a financial transaction, that's a great time to do it. If you want to, grab someone's phones or sniff their phones or networks or analyze some things, you're going to be in places where people are just going to be clamoring for free Wi-Fi because they don't have one, and you spin up a free Wi-Fi, you got your own little Stingray device, and your cell phones now start capturing everyone's cell phone signals. I mean, these are honeypots for hackers. I mean, this is why at DEF CON, I don't bring in my phone. I don't even bring a laptop because it's like, people are going to be targeting. So whenever you're going to have places like this, people are going to be targets. There's going to be all kinds of scams being like, hey, if you're viewing the solar eclipse, tap on this thing for these free whatever. You're going to get all kinds of weird phishing scams and text scams. So I know that the solar eclipse won't have any direct impact on cybersecurity world, but because of the cluster that's going on, there's going to be a lot more activity of people trying to scam people. So when you're out there looking for the non-sun, just be careful because there's going to be people looking at your bank accounts.